Okay guys, I had a video going up today. Well, it actually already went up today because I always have my videos scheduled to go up. But this is live, happening right now today. Today is December 22nd, just 3 days away from Christmas. And I just have to make this video because my hands are completely tied. I literally have nowhere else to turn, nothing else to do. I've got any friends, you know, people that work with me, like anyone involved to help me with this, and at this point, nothing is getting done and everything is just getting worse and worse and worse, and it all has to do with getting my car custom painted. The biggest regret of my entire life, and I'm going to just do this relatively quickly. I mean, I can't even explain every little detail like that has been going on since October 27th. It has been every little detail, just all have gone wrong. I made a video, you know what? I should just put it back up. I made a video on my second channel and I privated it because, you know, they were threatening to sue me and take legal action, and at the time I was kind of scared and I was kind of like, okay, yeah, I should take it down, I don't want to get sued. But at the end of the day, that video was just on my experience. This video is the same thing. It's just my honest review. It's just like typing a review up on Yelp. It's my honest experience of what happened. Everything is 100% truth. Everything, I have witnesses to everything I'm about to say. I have emails to everything I'm about to say to back it up. I'm not scared anymore that they're going to sue me because this is actually ridiculous and insane, and I know this is a very first world problem thing, and I cannot believe what I've gone through at this point. Okay, so I dropped my G-Wagon. It wasn't pink. I dropped it off at West Coast Customs in late October, like a few days before Halloween. And the guy had quoted me at the time 3 weeks. Okay, so anyways, the thing with that is like, oh, he shouldn't have quoted you 3 weeks. Okay, so that's all he said, she said, because he said 3 weeks. My mom was there, he said 3 weeks. They're like, that's just impossible. We don't do it in 3 weeks. I was like, okay, whatever. He told me 3 weeks, so I just didn't plan for it. The issue came in to when, you know, 3 weeks is up and he's like, okay, definitely before Thanksgiving. Have that on text message. Like, we can do it before Thanksgiving. I texted him before Thanksgiving. It's like a 50-50 shot now. Then the week after, like, it's definitely going to be done this Friday. Definitely going to be this Friday. Rolls around, nothing. So then the following week, Jeff calls them and he's like, hey, like, what's with the car? He's like, yeah, you know what? It's definitely going to be done Friday. Like, no if, ands, or but about it. Friday comes around, doesn't happen. This is like 2 weeks now after Thanksgiving. Friday comes around, it doesn't happen. I'm just trying to catch you all up for those of you who didn't see the video that I made private. Friday rolls around, like, it doesn't happen again. I have the, you know, my hair and makeup done and had the photographer. I'm ready for this, like, shoot with my car for my YouTube channel, for Instagram, all this stuff like that. It doesn't happen. At this point, I'm livid. I call the guy at the shop, Kenny, I'm just going to say his name, Kenny at the shop. I made this video about him where he just degraded me on the phone, like he just talked down to me on the phone and, you know, said, do you know how long it takes to put together a car? I was like, I'm not a mechanic, and he literally hung up on me, and guess what? I put out a video, and guess what? I got a call from the PR people over at West Coast Customs, and, you know, first they're trying to be nice and be like, take down the video, we're getting death threats, it's your fault we're getting death threats. I said, first of all, I did not, and I still don't. I don't tell anyone to go attack anyone. I don't want anything but my car back from it. And she's like, well, you know, all this stuff, which, by the way, she gave me a discount, which I never negotiated a price. I never was like, oh, okay, like, give me a good deal, like, nothing. It was actually more than I was expecting to pay. Originally, I was quoted something way less than I paid, and when he gave me the invoice, I was like, okay, I guess it went up, like, a little. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even know what I was getting done to my car, except I wanted to paint it pink. I have the very first email I sent to this guy, the sales guy at West Coast Customs. I said, you know, I want it pink, like so-and-so. I gave a name that I wanted very similar, like, and I want Swarovskis in my head seats and crystals on the steering wheel and on my floor mats customized. Those were the 4 things I listed I wanted. That was it. When I got there, they're like, how about this, this, and this? I was like, okay, cool, like, throw all that in, whatever, and just let me know how much it is. They gave me the invoice. It was a little more than I thought, and I paid it. And this girl's like telling me she gave me a discount and that she's gonna sue me for putting up this video because they could lose deals, and I'm inciting death threats, and my video provoked that. No, my video is giving a review. This is it. This is all I want. And I'm gonna make this perfectly clear. I'm giving a review of my experience at West Coast Customs. Okay, I take the video down. The lady's nice enough. I was like, I take it down. And yes, intimidation kind of worked on that. At that point, it did kind of work. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this video down. But after, you know, just conferring with a lot of people and all this stuff, I was just like, you know what? They're like, you could have just left that video up. They can't sue you for that. That's your opinion. I was like, you're right. I should have, but you know what? I'm gonna get this back next week. she texted me and said, confirmed 100%, you'll get it back December 21st by 3 p.m. You have my word. Okay, 3 p.m. rolls around on December 21st. I leave the video down, like, you know what, whatever, I'm sure I'm going to love the car, let's just leave this video down and, like, let that be in the past. December 21st rolls around, which was Monday, was it yesterday? So today's the 22nd, so yesterday, 3 p.m., and she's like, hey, it's not actually going to be done until 4:35 p.m., can you come then? I was like, well, it's not 3 p.m. like you said, which is when my friend was coming to pick me up and take me and all that stuff like that, so I was like, whatever. She also texted me the same day that I need to pay it in cashier's check for the final payment. Up to this point, I put the deposit on my debit card, I put another portion on my debit card, and then she said I need a cashier's check, which was a nightmare unto itself because I wasn't told I needed a cashier's check prior to this. Like, I was never told that until that very day. I've always paid on debit card. It was never a thing. My friend just now was telling me that they probably said that because then you can't get your money back, but I have a receipt of my cashier's check that I gave to them. So basically, I paid it in full last night to get my car, got the cashier's check and all this stuff to get my car, and I went with my friend Sean, who used to work at a car shop because he wanted to inspect it and stuff like that. Looked amazing, looked beautiful. I was so excited. I was taking video of it. I was so happy with it. I mean, one, they didn't have any crystals or Swarovskis. My seats were not customized with my name, nor were my floor mats, nor were my steering wheel. The 3 things I mentioned in my very first email. And I made it very clear to the salespeople. Those were not in my car. But you know what? At this point, after 2.5 months of not having my car, I just wanted my car back. I just wanted my car back. That was it. So I was like, oh, you know what? It's beautiful, it's perfect, whatever. Just give me this car. That's all I wanted. I just wanted my car back because today, as I'm talking, it is almost noon. I was supposed to be gone in San Diego to pick up my brother and his wife, my sister-in-law, and visit with my dad and bring them and drive them and for the holidays because I said it was going to guarantee be done yesterday. That was my guarantee. Guess what? I don't have my car. I got pictures with it because I was really excited, but guess what? They pulled it around to let us drive it home. My friend Sean's like, follow me. But then when they turned it on, they're like, oh, the SOS light's on. Like, and I was like, I had no idea what that meant. They're like, did you activate this? What is this? I'm like, I don't know. Basically, long story short, and for those of us who don't know, because they love to just like talk down to me, you know, at West Coast Customs and just be like, well, what is this? And blah, 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 and we don't know what to do and blah, blah, blah. Basically, the car starts, but the whole electrical thing just didn't work. I had 1,000 miles on this car. This was a 2014 G-Wagon that I bought September of this year, of 2015. Put 1,000 miles onto it, worked perfectly fine when I dropped it off. And they put it back together and windshield wipers didn't work. Radio didn't work. Car seats wouldn't move forward. Locks didn't work. The car didn't lock. All my alarms were on. I said like my high beams were on, but they weren't. My windows wouldn't roll down. Nothing worked. Nothing worked of the electrical thing. And they're like, oh, sometimes that just happens. Like, we have to undo the battery, but if you drive it around for a while, it'll be fine. And then my friend Sean took it around and he's like, it's all still on. And they're like, well, if you take it to like the Mercedes place in the morning, and we're just like, I have to like leave in the morning. Like what? And then the one guy was like, oh, well, you know, if you should have like 24-hour like service where they can just come and fix it now. And I'm like, I don't know any of this stuff. Like, I gave you guys so much money to do this, and like you guys are like one of the premier, you know, repair shops, customized shops in the world, and like you're giving me my car back. That doesn't work. It's literally just, yes, it's pretty, it's painted pretty pink, but it doesn't work. And not only that, they were like, just drive it around for a while, drive it home, and then take it to Mercedes in the morning. So they wanted me to drive off the lot. And I actually had a breakdown at this point because I was in the car and I was going to, Sean's like, follow me, and I was going to follow him home. I was going to, but I couldn't get my seat forward, so I was too short to like do my seat, and I had to honk at him and said, wait, I can't get the seat up. He's like, yeah, that's part of the electrical thing. They were saying that it just doesn't work. I was like, wait, what? And it was raining last night, and my windshield wipers didn't work, and he's just like, I'm gonna go tell them they need to fix it. So he went inside. When I went to go inside, I went to go lock it, and it didn't lock. I was like, this is it. I had a full breakdown, you guys. I like cried, I like bawled. My turn signals didn't work. I'm like, it was so dangerous for me to drive off that lot, but they were so okay with it because they're like, this happens all the time. It'll be fine. Like, and now it's noon on December 22nd. And my friend Sean was there with me last night, and he's the one that knows a lot about cars, and he's been texting them and stuff like that because I cannot deal with this anymore. It is so crazy. I'm at my wit's end at this point. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. My car does not work. My car does not work. It's unsafe to drive. even if I took it to Mercedes myself, it's raining right now. Like my windshield wipers don't work, and I just don't know what to do at this point. I don't know what to do. And you know what? At this point, and I'm just like so beside myself. I can't. I don't know what to do. And you know, I should never have taken that first video down, because I took that first video down because that explains so much more of everything that I've gone through and been through with these people. And I just am so like sick to my stomach. I just can't even think. So at this point, this has been a complete nightmare. I regret everything about it. I regret going to West Coast Customs. I regret getting it painted. I should have just kept my car. It was a nice brand new car. And at this point, I just feel like by doing this, and you know, I have to put this video out there. This is like the worst service I've ever experienced in my life. And cashier's check only. I was talking to Jeff this morning, and I was just like, yeah. He's like, what do you mean they only accept a cashier's check? And I was just like, well, that's what they said. And he's like, well, that's because they just they want to be able to not give you your money back. Like, I'm a huge corporation. Even the lady at the bank yesterday, because it was such an ordeal to get this cashier's check yesterday, even the lady at the bank yesterday is like, they don't take debit. I'm like, well, they used to. It was like good enough for all my other payments. It was unbelievable, you guys. Like, it's crazy that this is such a big corporation, and I know car shops are notorious for being shady, but this is crazy, and I'm at my wit's end, and I don't know what to do. If you guys have any suggestions at all of what I need to do at this point, please let me know, because I'm just at a loss, and I just don't know what to do, and I'm just freaking out. And now I have no car for the holidays, and my family's in town. So any suggestions you guys have, please let me know. If you know anything about cars or about any of this stuff, definitely let me know. And I need to like go figure out the rest of this and now what I'm gonna do. But I had to get this out of here because I don't know what else to do.